I found this super confusing Sibsig Ceremony deck over on Magic.gg, and I'm not even exactly sure what the deck's trying to do, but today we're going to find out if it's a meme or a dream. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Meme or Dream, the series where we take decks that Wizards publishes over on Magic.gg, saying that they got at least 6 wins in a row or more at Platinum rank or better on Magic Arena, and we put them to the test, and we try to find out if these janky looking decks are actually just as bad as they look, making them a meme, or if there's something super sweet hiding behind the janky exterior, making them a meme. And we have a wild one this week. I was looking through the Magic.gg decks, and this one caught my eye. First off, because it's a Sibsig Ceremony deck, and people love the Sibsig Ceremony. I love the Sibsig Ceremony. It is one of the coolest cards that exists in Standard right now. It's one of those, like, brewing challenge cards for 3 mana, including triple black mana. You get an enchantment that makes your creatures cost 2 less, but then when a creature you control enters, if you cast it, you blow it up and get a 2/2 zombie instead. So it's this weird, like, brewing engine style card. In this deck, as soon as I saw it, it kind of blew my mind because I'm really not sure exactly what this deck is trying to do with the Sibsig Ceremony. Normally when it comes to a Magic deck, even a Meme or Dream deck, I have a pretty good sense of, okay, this is the goal of the deck. We're trying to do this thing, and then that thing, and then this thing, and if we do those things, our deck's going to do something cool, or it's going to win us the game. This deck, I am really not sure what the plan of this deck is, other than it's a Sibsig Ceremony deck. So the best that I can tell, and the reason I'm not sure this is the deck's primary plan is because it just seems so weird and clunky and not especially realistic, but the best I can tell is the idea of this deck is you play a Sibsig Ceremony to make your creatures cost 2 less, and they blow up and are replaced by zombies when they come into play. And then you get up to 6 mana, and you play a Liliana Dreadhorde General. Liliana has a static ability that when a creature dies, you get to draw a card. So if you can get Sibsig Ceremony with Liliana Dreadhorde General, then we can do stuff like play a Summon Fenrir for 1 mana because of the discount from Sibsig Ceremony. We get a land out of our deck, it gets blown up by the Sibsig Ceremony, it'll trigger Liliana, and we get to draw a card. And then maybe we draw into a Solemn Simulacrum that'll only be 2 mana because of Sibsig Ceremony. So we can play the Solemn, we ramp with Solemn, when it dies we get to draw a card with Solemn, and it dies we draw a card from Liliana, and then maybe we draw into a Land of Werewolves, and we just try to chain things together and like draw a bunch of cards, make a bunch of zombies with Liliana, and then trust that those zombies and Liliana are going to win us the game. The other like pseudo payoff I could see is Virtue of Persistence, our 1 removal spell of the deck, which makes me a little scared in a Badger Mole Cub format. But we have Virtue of Persistence, which can be removal early in the game, and then it also works kind of well with Sibsig Ceremony. We can get it down for 7 mana, and at the beginning of our upkeep, we get to reanimate a creature. So I can imagine a world where you like play the Sibsig Ceremony, you get down the Virtue of Persistence, and then you're able to like play a Summon Primal Odin, blow up your creature, and then sure, Summon Primal Odin's gonna die because of the Sibsig Ceremony, and you get the zombie, but then on your upkeep, you can reanimate the Summon Primal Odin and blow up another creature and just create these like kind of value-y loops. Even just like getting back a Solemn is pretty good value. So as far as I can tell, that's got to be the plan of the deck. Exactly how we're going about doing this, the creatures, I'm really not sure. Just the way the deck is built kind of blows my mind. We're trying to cast Sibsig Ceremony, which is 3 black pips on turn 3. So we have Llanowar Elves and Poison Dart Frog for some reason to try to ramp us into the Sibsig Ceremony. Our mana base has 7 basic forests, which I will say, considering there's only like 1 Verge and 1 Blooming Marsh, decent chance that this is a budget issue rather than someone's actual deck building issue. But there's no way you can play 7 basic forests and actually get the Sibsig Ceremony down in a realistic amount of time. That seems like a little bit of a stretch, I would say. So the creatures are really weird. The Sephiroth, like, I could see it being good with Sibsig Ceremony if you get it down pre-Sibsig Ceremony. One of the challenges of Sibsig Ceremony is it's not a May ability. So once it's on the battlefield, you cannot resolve creatures from your hand. You can resolve them, but they're just going to die anyway. So if we get Sephiroth down before Sibsig Ceremony, I can imagine we chain together a bunch of creatures on the cheap, they get blown up by Sibsig Ceremony, it flips to Sephiroth, we win the game. But if we can't get Sephiroth down before the Sibsig Ceremony, then we can't really do anything with it. We can play it and like trigger it to draw a card and sack the zombie that it makes to draw a card and gain a life and drain for 1. But it's not like we can really pop off with it because it's going to die to the Sibsig Ceremony. So this deck is just so weird and so strange, and my brain can't really comprehend exactly how it's trying to win, that I just knew we had to play the deck. The good news is, and I use the word good news very lightly, we do have a full sideboard, 15 cards. And I always say on Meme or Dream decks, because half the time we don't have a sideboard, or we have like 2 cards in our sideboard, or 7 cards in our sideboard. I always say, if you don't know what to put in your sideboard, just put something in there. Like any somewhat playable card in your colors is going to be better than having no cards in your sideboard if you're playing best of 3. And Platinum-Mythic Ranked Player seemed to take this advice pretty literally. Honestly, the sideboard, it's not that bad. I mean, yeah, it's pretty bad, but it's not that bad. You can see what it's trying to do. We have Momentum Breaker as a removal spell. Not sure why Momentum Breaker in specific, and over all the other removal that exists. We don't have any specific synergies for bouncing it or anything like that, so I'm not sure why you wouldn't just play Shoot the Sheriff or something, but still, remove from the sideboard, that's a good thing. Ogier Chasm, I guess card advantage engine, if we can somehow get it down before the Sibsig Ceremony. It is kind of cute with the Sibsig Ceremony that we can like play here, it's going to get blown up, and then we can transform it, but since we didn't actually cast it, we can still keep it. So I guess that's what it's going for. This is probably our like generate card advantage against control card. Unstoppable Slasher, also kind of cute with Sibsig, to the point where I'm kind of thinking maybe we should just have this in the main deck over some of the other stuff, because we can play it into the Sibsig Ceremony. It's going to get blown up, we're gonna get a zombie, and we're gonna get back to Unstoppable Slasher thanks to its weird undying ability. So that actually seems like it could be pretty good. And then Rex Age is just like a removal spell for artifacts and enchantments that works with the Sibsig Ceremony plan. Cast it for 1 mana, blow up an artifact or enchantment. So the sideboard, it is weird looking, especially the removal and the Ogier Chasm, but if you actually think through it, you can see what someone was trying to do with it. I would much rather have, you know, some graveyard hate and some creature removal and some sweepers for Badger Mole Cub and so forth. But you can see what someone was going for, at least, with this sideboard. So even though it might not be great, I can respect that it's at least exists. This someone actually took the time to build their sideboard, unlike some Meme or Dream decks. But anyway, that's the Sibsig Ceremony. I don't know what this deck's trying to do. I don't know if it's going to work. That's why we're going to play it today for Meme or Dream and see if this ridiculous pile of Sibsig Ceremony synergies can actually win some games in Standard, or is it just as janky as it looks? So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get into the games, and I'll be back in a bit to wrap everything up. So until then, enjoy the games, and I'll be back in a bit for the wrap up. Need some magic cards? Well, you can snag them from our sponsor, Card Kingdom, over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. All right, Meme or Dream time. We're playing this ridiculous Sibsig Ceremony deck that I'm honestly not even sure what it's trying to do, but apparently got a bunch of wins in a row on Magic Arena at Platinum Rank or better in best of 3. So we're gonna put it to the test and see if it's a Meme or a Dream. And we got a Sibsig Ceremony, so I think we're keeping. I really don't know the plan of this deck. We're not Brash Turnout. Well, we can kill that. So I think we Llanowar Elves, play Llanowar Elves, play a Schwamp. Unfortunately, we're going to have 5 mana and still not the ability to cast Sibsig Ceremony. Platty. Platinum-Mythic Ranked Player. What are we doing, Platty? What are we doing, Platty? Mountain for our opponent. And Emberheart Challenger. Going to get in and hit us, sure. I mean, we can Solemn into a swamp. Another Virtue. Well, play land. Yeah, I think we'd rather just Solemn here. I think we want to be able to get down the Sibsig Ceremony. I mean, wow, that is a lot of, oh my god, that's a lot of forests. That's a lot of forests in a deck that build around a triple black enchantment. Honestly, maybe the plan is we just ramp into Virtue of Persistence and then we sack our stuff to Sibsig and get it back. Combo opponent, Emberheart Challenger. We are going to block with the Solemn here. Opponent gonna go attacking. I mean, we're getting in front. We are getting in front. Show us that Burst Lightning to kill Llanowar Elves. Oh, full bore. Okay. Sure. Opponent's on the pump spell plan. Gonna pump. We drop to 13. We get to draw off the Solemn. Yes, please. Another Sibsig. And there's a land. Wow, I mean, I think we have to do it. Like, how... Yeah, I mean, maybe we just die to pump spells here, but how do we pass up getting down a Virtue of Persistence this early? I mean, that's actually pretty good. We can get the Solemn back, and then the Bastronaut opponent. Morgana Raceway. Wow, we're going to have an Ancient Tomb going here in a minute. I don't know what they're Ancient Tombing into, but... Lightning Strikes our face. Down to 10. Max speed achieved. I mean, if they have another pump spell, we could just be dead. Hazaret the Godseeker. Oh, all right. Wow. All right. Well, okay. What do we got on our sideboard? Momentum Breaker, I guess? This deck, I'm so confused. I'm so confused, Platty. I'm so confused. First off, this mana base, like, Llanowar Elves... Llanowar Elves 7 for a Sibsig Ceremony is just wild on its face. But the plan of the deck, I'm trying to figure out, what do you do with the Sibsig Ceremony? Like, you play it, and then your stuff dies and you make zombies, and then I guess you're trying to get to Liliana. So then when your stuff dies, you draw cards or Virtue. So when your stuff dies, you can get it back. I don't know. I'm rarely, usually, even when it comes to Meme or Dream decks, I usually feel like I have a pretty good idea what the deck's trying to do, right? I have an idea, okay, this is what we're going for. Whether or not it's actually works out or not, that's a whole nother. We're just going to trim. We're going to trim a bunch of stuff, bring in the momentum breaks for more removal, run it like that. But this deck, I'm really confused what the primary game plan is. As far as I can tell, it is actually Virtue, like Sibsig Ceremony, get up to 7 for Virtue and reanimate the stuff that dies, which, all right. I mean, this hand can get down to Sibsig Ceremony in a timely manner. We'll see. I mean, that's what we're built around, and that is what we're built around. Opponent's going to play a mountain. We're going to play a starting town and get down the Poison Dart Frog. Not attacking to that, are you, Emberheart Challenger? It might actually be better to get the Sephiroth down before the Sibsig Ceremony. Opponent looking at the Poison Dart Frog. Lightning striking the Poison Dart Frog. All right, well, play the land, and yeah, we're gonna play Sephiroth first here. The challenge with Sibsig Ceremony is once it comes down, we are gonna blow up all of our creatures, whether we want to or not. So if we want a Sephiroth, we gotta play it before the Sibsig comes down. Opponent Emberheart Challenger. No attacks, eh? Well, let's play the land, and I think we just play the Sibsig Ceremony and see what happens. This does get us to summon Primal Odin next turn. I mean, if we can use it to flip the Sephiroth, that would be sweet. Some of the other plans, like Sephiroth, it seems like they could work, but they are dependent on getting the piece down before the Sibsig Ceremony so it stays alive. Like, if Sephiroth dies now, we can't just replay Sephiroth because it will be a zombie. Sibsig Ceremony, pretty good at turning things into zombies. Opponent, Nova Hellkite. All right, we're taking a beating. Goes attacking. I mean, we're not blocking. Down to 14. Okay, well, I mean, we get to do things. So we get to play a Solemn Simulacrum. It dies. We trigger Sephiroth. We draw a card with Solemn. We ping ya. Okay. Another Virtue. Yes, we'd like to draw a card or search for a land. Definitely going to take a Swamp. Play the Forest. Go to combat. Get in with the Sephiroth. Sack the zombie. Oh, the synergies. Oh, there's Liliana. And then Virtue the Emberheart. Okay. That was a pretty good turn. Up to 19, opponent down to 14. Liliana at the ready. Summon Primal Odin in case something goes, wait, are we doing it? And opponent scoops it up. Sibsig Ceremony. Okay. All right. That went oddly well. If this deck ends up a dream, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on anymore. Yeah, we're gonna run it back. I actually bought the Mastery Pass just so I could have the Appa. This Avatar set, I guess you can say it got me. Normally I do not buy. Oh, we're gonna try this. Normally I don't buy cosmetics like that, but they got me. They got me with the Appa, opponent land, and Burnout Bastronauts. Well, let's lead on a Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to play Sibsig on time anyway. There's some weird pressure in this deck with wanting untapped green on 1 for Llanowar and then triple black on 3 for Sibsig Ceremony. That is a kind of a big ask. It has Menace, so we will take it. Down to 19. Opponent passes. Well, play the land, and I think we just momentum break why we can use it as an actual removal spell. And then I guess we chip in with a Llanowar to increase our speed. We're actually in a race here at the moment. Magic the way Ether Drift intended. Who can get to max speed first? We don't even really need max speed, but the life gain could actually be relevant in this matchup. So increasing our speed does have value here. Opponent untaps. Nova Hellkite's kind of a blowout against the Llanowar Elves if they have it. Nova Hellkite. Looks like they might have it. Gonna kill the Llanowar Elves. Sure. Please don't. Just not a forest. Please not a forest. If we draw a forest, we're nowhere near. We're nowhere near getting the Sibsig Ceremony down. Virtue, all right. Well, let's play a land. We might actually fix the mana base after this game. I'm not sure that losing to the mana base makes for an especially interesting meme or dream video. Like changing, there's the forest. Changing the non-land cards, I think that's a little bit tougher, right? If you change the non-land cards, it kind of feels bad. You want to keep to the original intent of that. That's kind of the point of meme or dream, right? To see if we can actually make the deck work. Is it a meme or a dream? But, I don't know, the forest, playing all the forest, that seems like just asking to lose for no reason with this deck. Bone it. Nova Hellkite getting in to hit us. But I could imagine, like, if your mana just ran perfectly for every game, then you could overcome it, right? Well, okay, not how we wanted to do this, but we will draw a lot of Virtue of Persistences, and we will use 2 of them to kill a Nova Hellkite. What we really want to be doing is getting down the Sibsig, so then we can summon Primal Odin and actually kill something. Found it. Hired Claw. And Llanowar Elves. All right, let's play a Llanowar. And pass the turn. I mean, getting to 6 mana for this Liliana would be nice. Come on, no more Nova Hellkites. The free kill of an elf is actually kind of obnoxious. Here comes the Hired Claw. We are Blood Moon proof. That's how. Not gonna get us with this deck. Yes, you can pump it. That's fine. What do we got, opponent? We're killing the elf anyway. All right, the fact that they had to spend a lightning strike on the elf is kind of good news for us. That is a real burn spell that's not hitting our face. And burn Bastionade. All right, there's some tapped black mana. Well, at this point, we'd rather just draw another land and just hard cast the Liliana. I think that would be better. Found it. Combat. This is actually really bad. Are we dead? We might be dead because they can pump this Bastionade a bunch of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10. I think we go to 2. Oh, wait, they can. Yeah, I think we die then. Wow, we're going to lose to the Morgana Raceway. Ancient Tomb and Standard OP. And yeah, that is actually Xaxes. That is Xaxes. Okay, so I hope this doesn't throw off the meme or dream too much, but we gotta fix that mana base. Like, we gotta see if this deck can actually do anything. I don't think we need the extra handicap of the mana base on top of already not knowing what the deck is trying to do. So the good news is this is a super easy fix, because the problem with the deck is just, and what I'm imagining is whoever built this deck probably did not have enough wild cards to actually build an optimal mana base. So the end result is this mana base that has a ridiculous amount of basic lands, bunch of starting towns, only 1 Verge, only 1 Blooming Marsh. So I think what we want to do is, unfortunately, we don't have Overgrown Tomb yet, but we really need a bunch of dual lands, because we're going to keep the non-lands the same, but we need most of our lands to tap for Sibsig Ceremony, because we can't play Sibsig Ceremony and not be able to cast it until like turn 10 or something. That is just a ridiculous game plan. Oh, I guess we had Multiversal Passage, even though it's kind of painful. And go down. Do we need any basic forests? I think we go no basic forests. All right, let's try something Let's try something like that. Okay. On to game 2. So we lost the first one. We did do something cool with the deck. We won a game with the deck, though, which is honestly better than I expected heading into it. Sibsig Ceremony is a super cool card. If you know what the plan of this deck is, let me know in the comments, because is it really just ramp into Virtue up to 7 mana and Liliana? I mean, it seems like it'd be sweet. That's just so much mana for the payoff. All right, on to game number 2, Meme or Dream. Up against Gondor. We get to be on the draw. This hand, all right. I mean, we can ramp into Liliana potentially. Last Restless Cottage, pass the turn. Bonnet Plains, and oh dear God, Badger Mole Cub. Speaking of ramping, well, okay, Virtue is actually not a bad draw, because that means we don't immediately die to the Badger Mole Cub. Kill the Badger Mole Cub. So next turn we can Fenrir. Bonnet land. Oh, maybe it's not. I was thinking it was airbending combo, but I don't know what it is now. Opponent going to Earthbend the Cavern. Well, let's play a starting town. Get down the summon Fenrir. Snag us a Schwamp. Oh, actually, we might need like a basic forest for the Solemns. Oh, this might actually be Overlord of the Mistmoors. It might still actually be airbending combo. Opponent gonna make a couple flyers. Opponent passes. We get a Primal Odin. Now play the land. Let's summon Fenrir again. Grab a swamp. Virtue away a flyer. And I guess we go attacking because it's use it or lose it. Wow, opponent actually blocks. Okay, we're okay with that. We are okay with that. It would be nice if we could actually sweep with the Liliana. Appa Steadfast Guardian. Okay. Us is a interesting take on airbending, which is not good for us. So this is just like fair airbending. This is not combo or anything. This is just like airbending fairly. Well, we're gonna play the Summon Primal Odin, blow up the Overlord of the Mistmoors, so there's some chance we don't immediately die. And I think we'd rather draw a card. Let's stay on defense. Opponent has the Get Lost. Okay. Land on Badger, and there's Earthbender Ascension again. Being able to reuse your own stuff is an inherently powerful mechanic. Got the big board, gonna get in, and get in, and get in. We got the Liliana, it just doesn't do much. I guess we need a land. Oh, worst time for the tap. Okay, land, untapped. Okay, there's an untapped land. I'm not sure this is enough, but we're gonna play this Virtue. Hope that we live, which is not 100% a given. They can hit us for 14. Okay. Aboroid means death. Our hope was that we could get back the Overlord of the Mistmoors and build a board. Bad news is, I don't know what the sideboard is doing in this matchup. Oh, here, Kaslip. Does not stop a Badger Mole. Reclamation Sage. I guess it blows up Earthbender Ascension. Unstoppable Slasher. If it hits you, it hurts a lot. It is cute. I do think that this is cute with Sibsig Ceremony, since you can like play it and it dies and it comes back and you get a zombie and it feels real smart. Momentum Breaker actually seems very bad against this deck. We might just be hoping for miracles to happen here. I don't even think it's worth, like, our one removal spell is Momentum Breaker. I'm not sure it's worth bringing it in. Yeah, we're just gonna run it back. The problem with Momentum Breaker is it's very weak against Earthbending because they just have these random lands that you sack and get back anyway, so they don't even really, like, die when you kill them. Okay. I mean, we can kill a Badger Mole Cub. We can play a Sephiroth. Maybe we draw a Sibsig Ceremony and then see what that means. I'm still not sure. I guess we play Solemn and draw a card and ramp a little. That's kind of sweet. Well, starting town. Go. Opponent gonna lead on the tap land. Well, we will play a land past the turn. Urban Retreat. Interesting. Opponent gonna play a tap land. Well, we're gonna play a land and we're gonna get down a Sephiroth. About it. And kills the Sephiroth. Boo. Well, let's summon Fenrir. We kind of want to get our ramp going here. Summon Fenrir, grab a land. Yeah, we definitely need to add, because of the Fenrirs and Solemns, like 2 more basics. We do need 1 forest. Oh, all right. So opponent is airbending combo. They just had Sibsig Ceremony. Unfortunately, I think we have to kill the dock, or we risk just dying. I'd really like to do other things, but... And then I guess we crack some maps. Not gonna keep a Summon Primalode. We already have a Summon Primalode, and well, let's crack another map, see if we can find a land. Summon Fenrir, yeah, we're gonna mill that too. All right, well, hit you for 5. Fenrir aggro, down to 15. Found it, Forest. And Aang at the Crossroads. That is a pretty good card. Spins into, wow, nothing. Okay, we get to draw a card. Man, not a land. Well, let's, I guess, play this Solemn. Our last basic gets in, hits us. Aang Swift Savior. Gonna, yeah, pick up the Aang. Turns out that playing Aang into Aang, pretty good. Aang at the Crossroads. Finds an Appa. Gonna airbend their stuff. Alright, deck. We gotta draw an untap land this turn. It is a tap land. Well, let's play the Blooming Marsh. I mean, I guess we just play a Sephiroth. Sack the Solemn Simulacrum. Poison Dart Frog. We will draw a card. Another Blooming Marsh. We'll pass the turn. Aang at the Crossroads for 2 mana. And it makes an ally. And it's Badger Milk Up. Pretty busted. Aang Swift Savior. Gonna bounce the Appa. Or airbend the Appa, so they can do it all again. Okay, so we just need to, like, win the game this turn. So they can actually just flash in the Appa at any time. Because of the Forest with the Badger Mole Cub. So we can Sibsig. Fenrir. Poison Dart Frog. Doesn't do much. Well, let's play. We came here to Sibsig Ceremony. Let's play the Sibsig Ceremony. Summon Fenrir. We don't get a land this time, sadly. But it dies. Trigger Sephiroth. We get a zombie. Yeah, we're gonna add a couple more basics. I hear you, Summon Fenrir. I hear you. Poison Dart Frog. Dies. We can't attack, but we can't also afford to not attack. Appa Steadfast Guardian. I mean, so if they ever hit dock, they go infinite. They are down to 12. Badger Mole Cub, gonna make an ally. Yeah, this combo is kind of hard to disrupt once it gets to this point, because you can always have the Appa in exile at the ready. Aang at the Crossroads. Sure, this card's still good. Both of these Aangs are really good. A Boroid. Yeah, I think that does it. And kills the Sephiroth too. All right. Well, now we can't even play creatures. I mean, we can summon Primal. Yeah, we're actually just dead. We're a little dead. All right, I'm gonna add a couple more. Let's add a couple more basics. Couple more. I think we're narrowing it down to the correct number of basics. How does this deck realistically win? How did some of these decks? I mean, that's the whole point of Meme Your Dream. But like, how did someone win 7 games in a row at Platinum rank or better? How is that? How is that actually possible? How is that possible? All right, we'll go. Yeah, let's go 8 basics. Let's run it like that. Here we go. This is the one. This is the one. So far, definitely in meme territory. Maybe slightly in meme territory. However, there's still time. There's still time for the dream to emerge from the Sibsig Ceremony deck. Sibsig Ceremony is a really cool card. It is a really cool card. I kind of wish it wasn't legendary. I feel like that maybe an unnecessary safety valve. Like being able to stack them up would be kind of fun. It's still like a 3-mana enchantment. We're going to keep this. We don't have Sibsig, but we can land a war, Virtue Persistence into Solemn. I mean, at least we can cast our spells. Land a war. Go. What do we do, an opponent? Watery Grave, eh? Well, let's play a Restless Cottage. Hit you for 1. Go. About it. Gloom Lake Verge. Well, let's play the starting town and get down Solemn Simulacrum. I mean, Wizards is trying to make Standard into Commander. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Phantom, that should be an Arcane Denial. Opponent. Deep Cavern Bat. Well, they got to take the Virtue, I think, or else we just kill the Bat. That means we're left with, what, Summon Fenrir, I guess, is our only real option, and a Spyglass Siren. Sure. Well, play the Summon Fenrir. Ramp out a swamp. Play a starting town and pass the turn. All right, I mean, we have Summon Primal Odin for next turn. Opponent. No, just kidding. Mockingbird on the Deep Cavern Bat. We do not have Summon Primal Odin for next turn. Okay. Opponent going to crack a map on the Bat so they can gain some life. Finds a land. Plays the land. Spyglass Iron. Okay. Hits us down to 18. We find a Llanowar Elves. Well, play the Llanowar Elves. Just so we can get the counter out of it. Fire up the cottage. Oh, we really wanted that. That Summon Primal Odin. That was a big part. That was a big part of our game plan, was having that Summon Primal Odin. Opponent land. And also the Virtue. Actually, both of the things the Bat took were super relevant here. Those dang Bats. Opponent gets in, hits us. No Kaido, at least, down to 14. I mean, we should get to draw off the Fenrir. This is where Sibsig Ceremony, not the best top deck at this point. Multiversal Passage. Well, Summon Fenrir finds us a Virtue. So what we need to do is Multiversal Passage, kill one of the Bats, play the Virtue. The problem is if they have that Spidey Sense bounce counter, it's really bad. I mean, we gotta go for it. Virtue. Kill the Virtue Bat. Attempt to kill the Virtue Bat. Okay, Virtue Bat down. Okay, I mean, let's play Virtue, see if it resolves. Enduring Curiosity, okay. I mean, that is really, really bad for us, because our opponent's going to draw 4 Magic the Gathering cards here. We do have a Virtue of Persistence, though, which can get back a Bat. Opponent draws many, many cards. So there's a Bat, and there's a Fenrir and a Solemn. Well, I mean, I think we have to take the Bat. All right, opponent's going to Tishana's Tidebinder. Well, that is the power of drawing a ton of cards. We will 1-2. Virtue away the Deep Cavern Bat. Go up to 9. Yeah, let's play Poison Dart Frog. If we just have out for the Odin and they have Phantom Interference and it gets countered, we pretty much just die on the spot. This at least lets us leave up the Restless Cottage. All right, opponent does have removal. So the Primal Odin wasn't going to work. The big problem is this Enduring Curiosity is just going to draw our opponent all the cards. Opponent gets in. Yeah, I mean, I guess all we can do is double. I mean, we block the Tidebinder, chump the Curiosity. We lose a bunch of mana. Opponent gets to draw 2. I mean, that's the biggest problem here, is our opponent's drawing like 3 or 4 cards a turn, and we're drawing 1 card a turn. And opponent, Deep Cavern Bat, gonna take our Summon Primal Odin. Sure. Well, all right. Sack this food. We're doing it. Up to 10. All right, Virtue. None of these are even very good cards. I guess we try to get a Solemn. Grab a land. Well, 1, 2. Let's Virtue. Kill the Bat. Maybe we'll mill him out. That might be the game plan. Nice, you're drawing 10 cards a turn with the enduring Curiosity. Yes, our Virtue of Persistence is pretty nice though. Opponent, Blood Pit Drowner, gonna tap down the Solemn. Nice. Going to combat, getting in. I mean, we're probably going to lose our land, but we don't have a choice at this point but to try. Restless Cottage. Block the Flood Pits Drowner. Opponent gets to draw three more cards. How can they not have it at this point with the amount of cards they draw? And how is it possible that they do not have everything they want? Spyglass Siren, Cecil. What are you doing with that enduring curiosity? Ha, okay, our time has come. Our time has come. We will get a Flood Pits Drowner. We're gonna tap down that. I don't even know. Does it even matter? Let's tap down that enduring curiosity. And then we can play a summon Primal Odin. Things keep getting better. Blow up that Cecil Dark Knight. Can't have that going on. I could imagine a world like, I could imagine a world. Oh, they have another Tidebinder. Okay. I could imagine a world like you can kind of see. Well, now that we're playing the deck, I can kind of see what this deck wants to do. I don't know how realistic it is that it ever does it, but imagine a world where you get down the Sibsig Ceremony and you ramp into the Virtue of Persistence, and then you summon Primal Odin and you blow up a thing, and then the next turn you reanimate the summon Primal Odin and you blow up another thing, and then eventually it dies and you get it back and you blow up another. Like, I could see the cool synergies. Yeah, you got it, opponent. You got it. Cool. All right, sideboarding. But I can kind of see what the deck might kind of wanting to be trying to do. Is it successful at doing those things? Maybe not, but I can kind of see what it's going for, what it would like to do. I feel like Liliana and Virtue are like key parts of this deck's plan, and it makes me not really want to cut them, but Eliar could be cool if it worked. You can play it, sack it to the Zibzig, and then transform it. The other possibility is maybe we just need to... Yeah, we'll trim one of each. Maybe we just need to really aggressively try to find Sibsig. Usually if you're playing Sibsig Ceremony, you're a Sibsig deck, right? And your deck does crazy things when you have it, and then not as crazy of things when you don't have it. Well, we're not keeping that one. And we haven't had many Sibsig hands yet. So maybe we need to be more aggressive in trying to find the Sibsig Ceremony. This hand, I mean, I guess we get to ramp a little bit. We get to do a bit of ramping. Get down the Summon Fenrir. Who's the aggro deck now? Demir. How do you like our 2 creatures on turn 2? Opponent, Island, and a Deep Cavern Bat. Well, all we got's a Poison Dart Frog. Although it actually would block the bat. Liliana, I wish we could actually play that. Well, we're gonna attack with both. If our opponent trades, then we just play the Poison Dart Frog anyway. Play the Verge, pass the turn. Well, if our opponent does something crazy here and like taps out for stuff, they gotta be feeling kind of safe. Maybe we can get down this Lily. All right, opponent does not tap out for stuff. Well, Summon Fenrir goes away. We play a land. I mean, we have to do it, right? We have to. What else are we going to do? We got to do it. Liliana Dreadhorde General. My faith level's not super high, but... Oh, it resolved. Okay, let's... Oh, if you Tidebind me, opponent. If you Tidebind me. Oh, opponent. Don't do it, opponent. Zombie. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well... We used all of our mana that turn, which is a good thing. You wanna be efficient with your mana. So we did achieve that goal. Opponent going to attack the Lily. And Spyglass Siren. And gonna crack the map on the Spyglass Siren. Another Tidebinder. That's unfortunate. Well, play this. What a blowout. Play the Poison Dart Frog. And I guess we passed the turn. Opponent, Swamp. I mean, the Poison Dart Frog does play defense. Gets in at the Lily. Well, I mean, we're just going to trade with the bat. We get another Poison Dart Frog anyway. Not today, Death. Opponent, even more Spyglass Sirens. Well, we will... I don't really want to run out the Lily, especially with another Tidebinder that we know about in hand. Running out the second Lily seems very bad. Well, pass the turn. Oh no, Enduring Curiosity. Well, we saw what happened with this in game 1. Once all of our opponent's creatures draw cards, it gets very, very, very hard to come back. Opponent. Bloodbit Drowner on top. Cracks the map on the Spyglass Siren. I guess we trade with the Tideminder. I feel like, oh boy, what can we draw here? The Liliana doesn't do anything because of the Tideminder. Even if they didn't have the Tideminder, it's still ooh, another swamp. Yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty much it. Because now our opponent just snowballs the Enduring Curiosity. Yeah, sure. And that just means they're going to draw, like, more answers to anything that we could possibly do. Yeah, we don't have a comeback button. Whew, all right, Platinum-Mythic Ranked Player. So far, we are trending very quickly toward meme status. We gotta do better than that, though. Like, right now, I'm at the point of the Meme and Dream episode where my brain is struggling to comprehend how this deck won 6 in a row. We did win a game with it. We did win a game against Mono Red, so we know it's possible to win a game with the deck. But my brain is really struggling to comprehend, like, what set of running and matchups could you have that would actually have you go 6 wins in a row with this deck at a relatively high rank? And oh no, it's the Badger Cup deck. Okay. Well, one thing I know, like, first off, it would require dodging the Badger Cup deck for 6 straight matches because there ain't no way we're beating this deck. Found it. Gene Pollinator passes. Well, all right. We will match your 3 mana dorks with a Poison Dart Frog. How do you like us now, Drunneth? How do you like us now, Boroid? Oh, I guess snakes eat frogs, don't they? All right, maybe a Boroid doesn't actually care. As her Beastbinder. 2 of them. How about 2 of them? All right, so I think next game, we will mulligan at least to 5 for Sibsig Ceremony. Because we gotta see what happens when we have a Sibsig Ceremony. Maybe things are just way different when the Sibsig actually comes around. Oh, about it. At least there's not a Badger Cup on the battlefield. Tapping the Gene Pollinator. Tapping the Gene Pollinator. Paw Patch Recruit. All right. We drew a Virtue. Would have been a little better if there was not a Paw Patch Recruit. Well, let's play a Solemn. Get a land out of the deck. And pass the turn. Opponent really thinking about something. If this is a Boroid, and we're completely tapped out, you have 10 creatures, we got a Solemn Simulacrum. It should not be that hard. It should not be that hard. I'm pretty sure you could just mash your face on your keyboard literally for the rest of this match, and it would probably be enough to beat us still. I think there's a decent chance that it would be enough. I guess we just I don't even really want to lose that and not draw a card. I don't know if anything we do really matters. Sure, we will take it down to 13. Tyvar, the Pummeler, 2 of them. How about 2 Tyvars? Huh. Well, speaking of 2, you know what we have 2 of? Poison Dart Frogs. I don't know if me and our opponent are playing the same game. We might be playing a different game. Opponent, untap land. Oh, I see. They had the Boroid, but they wanted to go full on greed mode to double a Boroid. That might be what's happening. Oh, they're just gonna Tyvar. Okay, Tyvar attack and dead. Oh, come on, deck. Come on. You got there's really nothing in the sideboard for this matchup. How did this deck win 6 in a row? I'm getting close to calling shenanigans. I'm getting close to calling shenanigans on this deck getting 6 wins in a row. I guess it's possible. Like, how could you do it? You play at like 3 a.m. where no one else is around. Try to get your buddy to queue into you and then concede to you, maybe? Honestly, I don't know if this deck would win 6 in a row against Sparky. I'm just saying. I think Sparky might be like 40% win rate. Like, yes, it would be Sparky sometimes, but I think Sparky would get some wins. Sparky would get some wins. Oh God. I wish I could somehow look behind the machine that publishes the deck list, because I wish I could see these matches. Oh, I wish I could see how this deck apparently got 6 wins in a row. Oh, because like I said way back in the intro, like, we play tons of bad decks. That's something we do all the time. I love playing bad decks. I have fun playing bad decks. This one, I'm just not even sure what I'm trying to, like, what the goal is. Like, what are we some bad decks are like, you have some 5-card combo that is not really that realistic to set up consistently, but when it happens, it's gonna be super cool. This deck, I'm really not sure what the goal is. Like, what is the thing that if we do it, we win the game? Most decks, it's like, okay, if you're the airbending combo deck and you get these 3 pieces, you win the game. If you're mono red and you attack enough and your opponent doesn't have removal, you win the game. If you're Badger Mole Cub, you pop off hard enough and your opponent doesn't have removal, you win the game. This deck, I'm not sure what the win the game thing is. What are we trying to like set up with this deck? What is the like, okay, this, then this, then this, then this, and the end result is you win the game. I imagine it's got to involve Sibsig Ceremony. Oh, God. Here's a Boroid. Opponent. Growing. Attacking. We got to draw a land here untapped or we're dead. Okay, it is an untapped land, so we're not straight up dead. We get to play a Summon Primal Odin. We get to blow up the snake. And I think we stay on defense. If somehow we got in a hit with the Summon Primal Odin, that would be sweet. Oh, opponent. We got another one. Tyvar. Okay, opponent. Gonna do some Tyvar-ing. And that's a lot of Primal Odins. Well, we will play a Summon Primal Odin. Tyvar? So this isn't going to work, but it's going to make our opponent tap down so we can attack with the other Primal Odin. And our opponent's going to have to chump because it's Primal Odin. All right. I mean, let's see if 4 Summon Primal Odins. Could that be enough? Could that be enough somehow? It would be easier if there wasn't the Tyvar, that's for sure. I do like Summon Primal Odin. That is a sweet card. And actually like kind of a powerful card. Too bad we don't have a way to make it unblockable. That would make this way easier. Opponent passing. Well, okay. So trigger Summon Primal Odin. Draw cards with Summon Primal Odin. Let's play a Sephiroth. Ooh, all right. Opponent does have Repulsive Maneuver. Well, that makes things a lot harder. Let's play a Summon Fenrir. Grab a swamp, play the land, pass the turn. Unfortunately, we can't even attack with the Summon Primal Odin because they can just block with the Tyvar. Our 6-drop being shut down. Oh no, another snake. All right, a Boroid. Well, I mean, we're going to block. Yeah, we're going to block with the Summon Primal Odin. Opponent can tap something down. We can play another Summon Primal Odin, kill the Boroid. But I think there's already a 5/5 flying Llanowar Elves here. A Liliana would be good if there weren't so many creatures. I think we basically die if we do this too, but I don't know what else we're going to do. So another Summon Primal Odin Tron, number 3 coming down. We got to kill the snake, even though this Llanowar Elves is also killing us. Play another Llanowar Elves. Yeah, I mean, all we can do is pass, sadly. I guess next turn, if we leave up mana, the Poison Dart Frog, cannot block. It was going to be able to block the Llanowar Elves. Opponent gets in, hits us. Yeah, we're gonna take it. Opponent passes, Liliana. Well, let's trigger some stuff. Play a Summon Primal Odin. Yeah, let's kill the Beastbinder. We can use the Poison Dart Frog to kill the Flying Llanowar Elves. If we get our opponent lower on creatures, yeah, this Tyvar's just locking us down because we have these Summon Primal Odins, but we can't even attack because our opponent just has this Tyvar that snipes them. Their 3-drop is shutting down our 6-drop, and we can't even kill it because it just becomes indestructible. Yeah, Tyvar, very impressive this game. Very good. Not for us, very good for our opponent, but to get another Beastbinder. Well, we're going to block and Death Touch. Kill the elf. Oh no, the Summon Primal Odin's kind of killing us, isn't it? Ooh, okay. We take 2. Well, let's Virtue. Kill the Beastbinder. Liliana. Play the Starting Town. So if we tick down, it's bad. I think we just have to tick up and make a zombie. Pass the turd. I mean, if we can just keep blocking. Double Liliana. Double Liliana might be able to wrath the board. If our opponent can't get more creatures down, that Virtue was a big draw because it means we don't die to our summoned Primal Odins, which was becoming a concern. If we can actually fully sweep the board with the Lilianas, then we might actually, the tide might be turning. There is some chance that we are in this game. It is super close. Like, they can pump with Tyvar, but nothing has trample. So we can still just chump. Oh, they scooped. They scooped. Okay, Platty. Okay, did we break it? Now that we won a game, I can say it. Did we break it? We might have broke it. I mean, I guess, did Platty break it? I have no godly idea how we did not lose that game. But maybe our deck's actually kind of busted. I am shocked that our opponent could not kill us there, but we'll take it. We survived the Boroids too. Well, oh man, what about Slasher? Slasher actually seems kind of good. What do we cut? We're gonna one summon Fenrir. We're gonna one summon Primal Odin. One Sephiroth. At least Slasher just like kills something. And just like being a semi-recursive Death Toucher seems kind of relevant because Poison Dart, Froggen. Oh man, we're gonna mulligan. We want a Sibsig Ceremony. All right. I mean, this we are going to keep. Opponent goes to 6 as well. Plays a land. There's a Llanowar Elves. Well, Blooming Marsh. Go. Multiversal Passage. And there's the Badger Molekup. All right, here comes the spew. Oh god, double Badger Molekup. I don't know if I've ever beat the double. I mean, if you just have the sweeper, then yes, but without the sweeper, I don't know if I've ever beat a double Badger Molekup on turn 2 draw. Only 6 mana on turn 3, even with us killing their Badger Molekup. Mockingbird. I'm gonna copy the Badger Molekup. Yes, sure. And opponent hits us down to 16. Well, let's play a Swamp and run out the Sephiroth, which at least is kind of a blocker for the moment. Paw Patch Recruit with a baby. Llanowar Elves. And a Gene Pollinator. Okay, well, our opponent has played their hand. We will play a land. We will play a Solemn Simulacrum. We will do a little Rampant. I mean, if our opponent never finds a finisher, they might be in trouble. Oh! Okay! We won! I don't know why. I don't know how. Are we not kind of dead? Like, that is the weirdest. I have never seen such a thing before. Like, they have a flying they could be hitting us with the Flying Badger Molekup. We have 5 total power. They have a Restless Vinestalk. All their stuff taps for 3 mana. I'm pretty sure that if our opponent just started attacking, I'm pretty sure we were dead. Maybe the Summon Primal Odins would get there, but even they aren't that great against the Paw Patch Recruits. But I will not complain because it's Meme or Dream. And on Meme or Dream, you never know how they got 6 wins in a row. Maybe our opponent had 6 opponents. Maybe the person who originally played this deck had 6 opponents who just scooped for understandable reasons. But now, all right. Things are looking up. I don't know why they're looking up, but they're looking up. Yeah, let's see if we can keep winning. All right. Meme or Dream time. And we got to win. We actually got to win with the deck. So it is possible. I will say, for the rest of our matches, we're going to be pretty aggressive trying to find the Sibsig Ceremony. Because we have not drawn Sibsig Ceremony that much. And if you're a Sibsig Ceremony deck, you really want the Sibsig Ceremony. So this hand, it would be, well, not even that great anyway. But we're going to ship this because we want to find... Oh, all right. We're going to try this. Oh, it is so awkward. It is so awkward, but we're going to try it. We're going to try it. Okay, we found a Sibsig Ceremony. We really need this elf to live and for us to draw more lands. Okay, that is a land, so we can play the Verge. The Verge is actually kind of the perfect draw because it gives us green mana right now, and then once we play this Multiversal Passage, it's going to give us black mana. Opponent, fear of missing out. And we have the Sibsig Ceremony. We're going to have to decide... Oh, and the Winter Moon Stories. Opponent gets in, hits us. We're gonna take it down to 18. Well, play this on black. Yeah, we're gonna play Summon Fenrir. We gotta play Summon Fenrir. We wanna do some Sibsigging. We came here to Sibsig. And this gets us the black mana we need for Sibsig. So let's see if this actually works this time, opponent. And all right, gonna kill the summon Fenrir. And gets and hits us down to 12. Opponent passes. Well, let's play the Sibsig Ceremony. Play the summon Fenrir. It gets blown up. We get a 2/2. And we get a land out of our deck. Okay, Sibsig down. So every creature costs 2 less, but when it enters, it gets blown up, and we get a 2/2 zombie. Let's see if we can turn this into a win somehow. I don't think our opponent knows what our deck's doing, but neither do I, so I think that's fair. Opponent. And, like, the Solemns are... Okay, opponent's gonna bounce our zombie. Why the zombie and not, like, the Storm Chaser's talent? So the Solemns are pay 2, draw a card, make a 2/2. That seems fine. So we will play a land. Step 1, I think we need to Virtue of Persistence. Kill the fear of missing out. And then we'll play a Solemn. 2 mana, blown up by Sibsig, make a zombie, draw a card. Yes, please. Sure. And we get to ramp. I mean, that's a pretty powerful effect. 2 mana for a 2/2 that ramps and draws a card. That is a busted card. Well, there's a Sephiroth. It is going to die, sadly, but all right, all right. So this ramps us into the Virtue that in theory can start reanimating stuff. Opponent, torch the tower. I'm gonna kill a zombie. Boomerang basics. I'm gonna bounce the zombie. Usually these decks are boomerang basicsing their own Storm Chaser's talent, but our opponent used it pretty aggressively on our tokens. All right, opponent's just gonna get in and hit us. Well, I'm kind of fine with this. I think this is better for us than them drawing a bunch of cards. Ooh. So tap a mana, play a Sephiroth, sack the Sephiroth, make a zombie, sack the Llanowar Elves, draw a card, Liliana Dreadhorde General, take it down. Each player got a sack, draw a card, play the tap land past the turn. Okay, wait. Are we turning the corner? Opponent, Duelist of the Mind, sure, passes. Well, let's take up Lily, make a zombie, summon Primal Odin, blow up the Duelist of the Mind, make a zombie, draw a card. Oh, we can see the synergies. We can see the synergies. We can see the synergies. Llanowar Elves, sack it, draw a card. I can see what the deck's trying to do, and opponent scoops it up, and we did it. We did. Okay. It is. It is that plan. So the plan of the deck, we finally got to see the deck do something that looks kind of like what it was trying to do. It seems the plan of the deck is you need a Sibsig Ceremony, a Liliana Dreadhorde General, and then you chain together creatures to make card advantage in zombies and eventually win. So it seems like that is the idea of the deck. That actually felt like something that we can work towards. I mentioned earlier, usually with a deck, it's like, okay, you do these things and that's how you try to win. This deck, it wasn't like, I mean, I guess my initial assumption that we talked about forever ago was that you were trying to Sibsig into Liliana and Virtue of Persistence. I guess that is actually the plan. It does require getting down a 6-mana Planeswalker, which is kind of a big ask, but we made it work that game. Do we want to change anything? I could see an argument for bringing in the Rexage. So basically, we have to have the Liliana for the deck to really pop off. I could bring in the Rexage to deal with Storm Chaser's talent. I don't even know if it's really worth it. I mean, we'll bring in a couple. We're bringing a couple. Go down maybe like 1 Fenrir, 1 Poison Dart Frog, run it like that. That curve too. It's like one thing, whole bunch of 3-drops, one thing, whole bunch of 6-drops. I mean, the deck does, seemingly based on that last game at least, do way more things when there's actually a Sibsig Ceremony involved. So I guess that is what we were missing earlier. Opponent, Spirebluff Canal, and Marauding Mako. Well, let's play a Blooming Marsh. What do we do? An opponent, island, and fear of missing. We do need to hit a land. We can kill something with this Virtue. The question is, which is more important to kill? I think we actually kill the Mako. So this is a tough decision. Fear of Missing Out is more explosive with the extra combat step thing. But in theory, we can always deal with that with like a Summon Fenrir or something. The Marauding Mako is going to outscale our creatures pretty quick. Come on, land. Okay, that is a land. So play the land. And I mean, yeah, this is what we came here for, Sibsig Ceremony. All right, how about no second card draw so we don't have to deal with this Tiger Seal for a turn. Opponent. Multiversal Passage. All right, Fear of Missing Out. Scary, scary. Going to discard a Boomerang Basics, draw a card, untap the Tiger Seal, hit us. Down to 13. We will play a Solemn Simulacrum. It'll blow up. We'll make a zombie. We'll draw a card. Not a land. We'll ramp a land. And then summon Fenrir. It'll get blown up. We'll ramp a land. We'll get a zombie. I mean, that did feel good-ish. Good adjacent. Opponent. There's the Storm Chaser's talent. And, oh, Quantum Riddler draw 2. Okay, that's not great for us. Opponent draws 2. Untaps the Tiger Seal. Hopefully this is it. If they can deal with a zombie, we're taking a lot of damage. Duelist of the Mind. Opponent. Gonna attack with everything. Well, we are going to, I think, just double block the FOMO. Yeah, let's double block the FOMO. We need to start getting FOMOs off the battlefield. Drop to 8. The Sphinx goes away. We draw another Sibsig Ceremony. Well, I think we need to, wish we could get the Lily down. Summon Primal Odin. Yeah, I think we have to kill the Flyer. Kill the Duelist in the Mind. Make a zombie. Sephiroth. It gets blown up. We make a zombie. Yeah, I think we draw. Ooh, another Lily. Okay, if we could get to Lily consistently, if only Lily was like 4 mana instead of 6 mana, but if we can get the Lily down consistently, wow, opponent, gonna warp another Sphinx. I don't know if that's better than just casting the 5 mana one, maybe. Oh, okay, yeah, that's gonna make us dead then. It definitely worked out for our opponent. I don't know if that was the best play, but now with the Fear Missing Out, oh, they don't have enough cards. Okay, wait, maybe we're not all the way dead yet. So if we block here, we block here. Okay, so if we draw an untap land, we can actually Liliana reset the board here. But we need an untap land right now. That's an untap land, right? Land and Liliana Dreadhorde General. Each player sacks 2 creatures. Okay. Not dead yet. Wait, is there some chance? We got the Lily down. Opponent land. They do have these 2 Quantum Riddlers, which is horrible for us, but opponent. Wow, gonna go extra card draw. Okay. And a Tiger Seal. Sure. Well, we get to Liliana make a zombie. Llanowar Elves. Blow it up, make a zombie, draw a card with Liliana. Creature. Okay. Summon Primal Odin. Blow up the Tiger Seal. Draw a card, make a zombie. Oh, we're popping off. Play the land. Pass the turn. Wait. We're in this game. Oh no, did I not take up Liliana? Oh, I might not have taken up Liliana. Opponent. Quantum Riddler. Draws 2 cards. And a... Oh! Death! Well, whether or not I ticked up the Lily doesn't actually matter, because one more zombie would not have made a difference. Oh, we were doing it too. Okay, I can see what this deck's trying to do. And it's kind of cool. I still don't know how it wins. So how would we improve this deck? I wonder if it should just be a Badger Mold Cub deck. That might be the solution. Oh, the sand would be sweet if we had, or I guess it's probably sweet because we don't have any lands, but we have a lot of the cards that we want. We just can't cast them. All right. I mean, we got a Sibsig. We will keep it. We will put a Sephiroth to the bottom and see what happens. Multiversal Passage on black, go. So we'd like to draw another black source for Sibsig. All right, starting town is a black source for Sibsig. Opponent. Spirebluff Canal and passing. Well, play the Verge, and I mean, we got to do the thing. Sibsig. Go, opponent. Well, now the next step is trying to get this Liliana down. Opponent. I'm gonna bounce the Sibsig. Sure. Well, let's play the Sibsig. Play the starting town, pass the turn. I mean, we're getting up to Liliana mana. We're getting closer. Duelist of the Mind. Well, let's play the Solemn. Wow. All right, opponent, Disdainful Strokes. Did not save it for a Lily or something. Well, we'll play a land. I mean, we did kind of want that Solemn there, honestly. We did want the land. Opponent. And bounces the Sibsig Ceremony again. I mean, thankfully it's only 3 mana to recast, but that still is kind of annoying. Opponent, Storm Chaser's Talent. Well, we have a Rex Sage that can answer that. Quantum Riddler. It draws 2. Man, Riddler's so good. Duelist of the Mind, up to 4 power now. Ooh, and a Mako. Okay, that is a problem. Now there's too many creatures for us to Liliana away. So he's Sibsig, Rex Sage, blow up Storm Chaser's Talent. If we Liliana, it doesn't do much of anything, right? Yeah, we got to try to trade with something. So we're going to play Sibsig. Play the land. Play the Rex Sage. Blow up the Storm Chaser's Talent. Get a zombie. And pass the turn. I feel like this deck could use like a sweeper of some kind. Wow, another Riddler draw 2. Yeah, that's just too many bodies. Like, Liliana is the closest thing we have to a sweeper, but it just only works if our opponent has exactly 2 creatures. And turns out our opponent has more than exactly 2 creatures. Opponent gets in, hits us, down to 11. We draw a starting town. Not great. Yeah, I mean, this is all we can do. Play the Liliana. Take up the Liliana. Sadly, we cannot follow it up with anything because we don't have enough mana. Oh, opponent. Torch the tower. Kill the zombie. Oh, yeah, we might actually just be dead now, actually. Oh, with Winter Moon Stories, I think we're definitely dead now. Yeah, I think our opponent can just pump these duelists big enough that we actually just lose the game on the spot. Zombie down. Because Winter Moon Stories is a draw 3. Oh, they're going to Boomerang base. I mean, that also works. Boomerang basics. I mean, that's lethal on board. Okay. I will say that was actually kind of close to the deck sort of doing the thing that it wants to do. That was sort of kind of it. That was one of our best matches with the deck. I will say I think this deck has definitely proven itself to be on the meme side of things rather than the dream side of things. I'm very curious about how we could update this deck, though. Like, so we ended up winning a single match with the deck, even though, honestly, here, let me pull up my untapped stats here. What was our actual record? I want to say we were 1-5, 1-4, 1-4. So we went 1-4 with the deck for the 20% match win percentage. Our one win, honestly, I don't think we really should have won. Although the most exciting match was definitely that last match where we really got to see the deck kind of do the thing it was trying to do. We managed to win a game with it. We almost won the match with it. So we got to see the thing the deck was trying to do. So going into this, I was really confused at the actual plan of the deck. And it turns out that the plan of the deck actually was what we thought it was. So the plan of the deck, I'm very confident, is you play Sibsig Ceremony so your creatures cost 2 less. They die. When you play them, you get a zombie. And then you're trying to get down the Liliana. And then you can have this like pseudo combo turn where you like cast a Solemn Simulacrum. You ramp. You draw a card. It dies thanks to Sibsig Ceremony. That triggers Liliana. That's going to draw you another card. And you can kind of chain through your deck and like make a bunch of zombies and draw a bunch of cards. So I think that's the plan. The backup plan seems to be Virtue to be able to reanimate the stuff that is blown up by Sibsig Ceremony. So that's what it seems like to me. My question for this deck, well, first, we already fixed the mana base. We talked about that. The initial mana base with 7 Forest, there's just no way that can be correct. If you're trying to cast Sibsig Ceremony, there ain't no way that can be an optimal mana base. I think it was probably budget considerations, but even with budget considerations, I think it was still wrong because it was a 7-7 split. And if you're playing Sibsig, but even then you got the Llanowar Elves. I don't know. So we already improved the mana base. I think this mana base, it functioned pretty well. We normally had our green mana on turn 1 for Llanowar Elves. We normally add mana to get Sibsig on turn 3. And that's kind of a challenge. That's a big ask of a mana base. So I think the mana base update, that went fine. My question for this deck, now that we really see what it's trying to do, is how can we do it better? Like, what can we add to this deck to make it more consistent? I think the biggest pinch I see with the deck is Liliana being 7 mana. I feel like that's the biggest pinch, is Liliana's just too much mana to consistently get it down in time, and we'd really like to be able to, like, play Liliana and chain together spells right away. So I think there's 2 potential solutions to this problem. One is we find another version of Liliana that does what the deck wants it to, but even better. The problem is I'm not sure that card exists in Standard. Like, we do have Midnight Reaper. The problem with Midnight Reaper is it'd be another card that we'd need to get on the battlefield pre-Sibsig Ceremony if we're going to do the combo. Because if we don't get it down until after the Sibsig Ceremony, then it's just going to die, and we're not going to be able to pop off and draw a bunch of cards. So maybe Liliana is the only option. The other possibility is we try to change the cards that we're playing with Sibsig Ceremony to make them more explosive with the combo. Like, for example, Summon Primal Odin. It's cool that it blows up a creature. I kind of like that. But 4 mana, blow up a creature, sack it, get a zombie. It's kind of clunky. It's kind of slow. So we could try to build like more of a combo deck where if we filled our deck with colorless creatures that they cost 2 or less, then we could really pop off, right? Like, if we got the combo set up, we could chain together any number of these colorless creatures and just keep triggering and triggering. I remember when we played Sibsig Ceremony before, we were playing stuff like Gleaming Barrier, because it's just free, dies, makes a treasure. Would this make the deck better? The downside is it's going to make it tougher if we replace all of our Summon Primal Odins and our Poison Dark Frogs and so forth with stuff like Gleaming Barrier. Like, if we cut this stuff and we start playing Gleaming Barriers, it's going to make it harder to actually get to the Liliana, which is, I think, why we're playing all this ramp. But there might be a way to do it still. Like, we might be able to figure out a way that we can, like, rebuild the creature base of this deck. So when we try to combo, we don't have to worry about having 4 mana to play a Summon Primal Odin, or even like Summon Fenrir costing mana, or Llanowar Elves costing a mana. Just everything is pinching our mana, pinching our mana, pinching our mana. So I think there might be a way to actually make this deck work. But in its current form, it is definitely a meme. And even if it was optimally, fully, completely upgraded, I think it would probably still be a meme, because you still got to jump through a bunch of hoops. You still need the Sibsig Ceremony. You still need a 6-mana Liliana on the battlefield. And then even if that was like guaranteed to win the game, that's still kind of a lot to go right in a game of Standard. So I think we're going to have to call this one the meme. If you have ideas on how to rebuild it, definitely let me know in the comments, because like I said, I love Sibsig Ceremony, but now that I'm looking at the cards and we're talking about it, I feel like I'm just rebuilding our Sibsig Ceremony against the odds deck, which when we did the Sibsig Ceremony against the odds deck, it was essentially that same idea, where you're able to like stick a Sibsig Ceremony and then play all this free stuff. Like, almost every single creature in the deck was free in one way or another, making a treasure when it dies or whatever, literally being free, like a Market Back Walker. And then eventually we would win with the Immodane Recruiter. So we don't want to just like recreate that, but there might be a way, like maybe we're mono black Sibsig Ceremony and we can use Beseech the Mirror as a backup copy of Sibsig Ceremony, and that can also get some of our payoffs. So I think there's potential here. There's potential here. So I'm going to have to work on rebuilding this one. If I come up with some sweet ideas, I'll let you know. Otherwise, if you have ideas on how to build it, let me know. But I will say, I wouldn't go out and spend all my wild cards on the version that was published over on magic.gg, because that one, we went 1-4, and it is definitely pretty memey, even though it is funny when it kind of works. So anyway, that's been our meme or dream for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.